Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So today, I wanted to have a discussion about the possibility of the fall of Atlas in Volume 7. I really kind of wanted to go into the idea of this, and as to why there's actually a chance that Atlas is going to more than likely fall, in my opinion, in Volume 7. So, sit back, relax, I hope you all enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. So, Volume 6 set up the big fight that's going to be coming to Volume 7, which will be the war over Atlas. And one thing that I have been thinking, and I'm sure many of you have as well, is that Atlas is probably going to fall in Volume 7. But there are many reasons as to why I do believe that Atlas is going to fall in Volume 7. Now, I'm not saying without a doubt 100% it's going to fall, but I think that there is a big chance of this. So I want to go over several of the reasons as to why I do believe this. So first off, let's start with this. The antagonists were built up in Volume 6 to be preparing for war on Atlas. Now, you're not just going to have a build-up for no reason. You're not just going to build up these antagonists just to have them all get killed off or just beaten easily. Obviously, there's a plan, or at least hopefully there is a plan for what the antagonists are going to do within the next volume. Considering that we're seeing Watts and Tyrion go to Atlas, and then not only that, but we had the side story with Cinder, and now that her and Neo are teamed up, they're going to Atlas as well. And so it seems that there is a big plan that could be going on here for the antagonists for the next volume. I mean, hopefully they have a plan for this, because this would be terrible if they didn't have a plan. But it seems like the antagonists may have a good focus within the next volume, in which I do believe that they really should actually have. So hopefully they'll do that. But the next thing that really adds this up to me thinking that Atlas is going to fall is Salem seems to start preparing and mobilizing the Grimm for an attack. So this means that Salem may feel she's going to have to make a more direct approach, and by using the Grimm to do so, they can be used as their backup or their army to make sure that she gets the relic and she achieves what she's out to do. So not only this, but thinking about it with what Hazel stated at the end of Volume 6, Salem may think now that if you want a job done right, then you're going to have to do it yourself. And seeing how the failure of Haven really turned out for Salem, she is not very pleased. And so it really makes sense that instead of having to take a backseat like we've seen her do, like with Volumes 1 through 3, how Cinder was the one who took charge, and then of course having Cinder and Hazel be the ones who were trying to get the relic at the end of Volume 5, and since that didn't work, it seems that Salem believes that she's going to have to take matters into her own hands now. But not only looking at it like that, but let's take a quick look at Atlas. If you ever hear Atlas, they're being built up as a mighty and powerful army, and that nobody is as powerful as they are. But despite all that power, power is not everything when it comes to a fight. Whenever you have power, that's one thing, but if you don't have the strategy to correctly utilize that power, well, then you're going to lose. And that goes the same with Atlas. If Atlas uses their might more so in the idea of, hey, look, we have power, but they don't know how to properly use that power, they just feel that they need to be brute force and nothing else, then yes, they're going to lose. And one thing that really makes me think that they are more about power than they are strategy is the fact that it seems Atlas, or at least the followers of Atlas, seem to be very arrogant. And when I mean arrogant, let's take a look at a character who specifically adores Atlas and worships it. That would be Caroline Cordovin. Now, while she is definitely loyal to her country, and that's not a bad thing, and she was obviously doing her job by trying to stop RWBY from stealing one of their ships to get to Atlas, the problem is she went more about brute force. And while I stated, brute force is not going to win you a fight if you don't strategically think it through. And Crow had the right idea when he stated that she could have just sent all their fighters to take them in. And that's the truth. Crow was right there. If she had just done that, then yeah, they could never have fought back, and they would have been taken in and just captured by the Atlas military in Arius. But instead, Cordovin decided to use her mech with brute force to try to take them in. Yeah, not the best idea, and it showed her arrogance there because she believed that she was in a giant mech that could take on giant Grimm, that would be the key to just capturing some teenagers that were rebelling. And Crow brings up one other good point all the way back in Volume 3, if you remember. The forces of Salem, as he states, he says, they don't care about your big, huge ships. and they don't. Clearly, we saw that in Volume 3, that they did not care about the power the military force of Atlas had, and Cinder proceeded to go through with her plan regardless, and in the end, they created the fall of Beacon. So, if nobody has learned from the mistakes, or Ironwood, for that example, hasn't learned from the mistakes of what happened with Beacon, well then Atlas is going to fall as well as Beacon did. And there's one big statement that goes throughout time that is a very true statement, is history tends to repeat itself. And with RWBY, if this is thought out, then history may again repeat itself, and Atlas may be one to fall too. So that would be interesting if they decide to do it like that. But anyways, I'll be back again on Tuesday. Let me know what you think down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, hit the video with a like. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Share this with your friends if you found this informative or useful. And also follow me on Discord. Link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.